He's not ideal on the colour. He's going to play the blue. You expect him to pot it, but there's a little bit of pressure on this. Played it nicely.
We'd love to finish high on the black here, so we can play the cannon into the middle of the three reds just below the black. Because they're the stumbling block at the minute, those three reds behind the black spot. He's got that angle now to play that cannon. He needs to avoid the double kiss though if he plays it.
Yeah, he'll be playing the middle one of the three. Just nestling onto that, but you like to play with a bit more pace, release all two of them. Got to be careful here. Oh, it's so much eye on the cannon. He forgot about the pot.
Does this make sense, John? I think Alicante at the minute is trying not to lose rather than to win, i.e. he's playing everything kind of a little bit negative at the minute.
Yeah, negative and a little bit tentative as well, you know. He's trying to be error-free, and you just get the feeling sometimes when you're playing like that, maybe you're just trying a little bit too hard. But that was a... Well, you miss a black off the spot at this level, you're going to be lucky if you get another chance in the frame.
One.
This is the black off the spot where John and I were discussing hitting it hard and freeing that middle red of the three, and he just played to rest on it there, really, just to nudge it to the... But the other two reds would have still been out of play. So like I say, he's just trying to get what's on sometimes rather than make something happen. I mean, Ronnie's trying to make things happen all the time. OK, that's not worked right this time. But it could have done.
Yeah, he made just... Eight. Yeah, there's a bit more freedom of expression in Ronnie's play. And... this red does go to the middle, but it's not straightforward by any means, and it looks as though he's got to go around the back of the black to get position. So a good pot, and needs to do a bit with the cue ball here. Well, he's on the black. As I say, it was a tricky pot, and under normal circumstances he'd try to run round the back of the black, but with those two reds near the top cushion, he didn't feel as though that was on. As we can see there, just not touching the black, but just playing the safety shot off the green. So he'll be a little bit disappointed that he didn't make more of that, but he was trying to make things happen. Yeah, he got the snooker, but there's no way he could cover the red on the side. But of course, he's knocked the red over the middle. Now we're just watching Ronnie's shot, and as I say, he'd have normally tried to get round the back of the black, but he was frightened of those two reds. Now Hawkeye, who's the best positional player I've ever seen, he decides to play the gap between it. So that was what Ronnie would like to play, but he was just frightened of playing getting a kiss. So Ronnie now, he can hit a red, but he's trying to nestle on these reds near the top cushion. Is it a bit narrow? Is it a bit narrow? Well, it's a superb hit, but he won't be happy. He won't be happy. He's left Alicante a chance.
This is one of those where Ali would like to play it quite firm to make sure he gets up on the black, but the difficulty of the pot means he'll probably just get on the black half ball the wrong way. We've seen a couple of these missed at pace. The red over the middle pocket helps, because if he gets on the half ball black, he'll still be able to get on that. That's about as best as he could have done, you see, and it's perfect, really.
That's 2 blacks in this frame he's missed off the spot. Costly.
One.
Didn't have to do much with the cue ball, but overcut it.
Six.
If the angle's on to move the red on the cushion, he'll play to move the red on the cushion, but it wasn't on.
7.
He's 36 points in front, the black 43, so we need 1 more red and colour, or 2 to be absolutely certain.
Yeah, he's looking
14.
at the scoreboard. Red and the black would put him 51 points in front with 51 remaining.
15.
The green's in the way to play the normal 2-cushion positional shot for the red that's nearest his hand. Now you see the green was in the way. He played to go around, just played to miss the green and go 2 cushions and get onto this red right on this left-hand side. He'll still play the pot.
22.
He'll still play the pot. And the bonus is the green's gone in front of the red to put that out of commission.
Well, good long pot. And that certainly will be the frame clincher. I think of all the things that have impressed me, and there's been so many things in
30.
Ronnie's World Championship campaign, but his long potting has been very consistent this tournament, which you could say hasn't been as consistent in other tournaments.
Couldn't agree with you more, John. That's one thing that Ronnie had lost, his long game. He always scored as well as ever, always played safe as well as ever. But he was putting
36.
2 in 10 at one stage during the season.
Yeah, and sometimes if your long potting's not happening, then you're just relying on your opponent missing.
36 and differing.
Which Ali Carter did twice. Blacks off the spot. You can't afford to do that at this level. And Ronnie O'Sullivan now once again goes 3 frames ahead. 8-5.
John, what is it like at the end of the first day of this championship in the final here? Because this appears to be almost punch-drunk now from Ali Carter's perspective.
It does look like he's starting to run on empty, doesn't it? 2 blacks off the spot he's missed. I think when you're trying as hard as he is, the petrol can work, can go out the tank fairly quickly, and I think that's what's happening. It's worrying. It's 8-5 coming up now. I think he'd like to share the next 4 frames if he can and leave it at that, because it's definitely looking worrying for him.
But a pressure on every single shot against O'Sullivan, isn't there?
I think that's the problem, is that every single shot that he plays, whether it be a safety shot or a pot when he's in amongst the balls, that's why you see he's taking so much time. And here's a couple of blacks. Okay, he's concentrating on his next shot here, but these are straight bread and butter shots for him, straightforward shots. I think the pressure that Ronnie is exerting on him, every pot, every safety shot, and even when he's in amongst the balls, pretty simple shots that would normally, that you wouldn't even think twice about, he's concentrating on, and sometimes that will sap your energy as well, because you're concentrating too much instead of just getting on with it, and that's because O'Sullivan is playing so well.